Yeah, that's for sure. It was rather wet.
Yeah, it was. Shockingly wet.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do it once I pass this building.
Yeah, I think once you kind of curl it on, and you can talk about it and just say, if you've seen it, that's okay too. Maybe we'll go right by it. But we're not going to do that.
Okay, yeah, I think most people have seen it.
Yeah, so why don't you stay right now? Just say good morning and we'll go just do a test. Probably a 3-second delay on that.
Okay.
Go ahead. We'll sit up after.
Okay, got it.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Luke, and I'm going to tell you guys about the floating gas station that you can see in the Vancouver Harbor. Once we pass these buildings, it should be visible on the door side of the bus. Floating in the Vancouver Harbor. So these are floating gas stations. The interesting thing about these are that they don't have pipelines coming from the land. They are completely, they hold all the gasoline itself on the barge, on the floating barge. If you were to look out in the Vancouver Harbor back in 1959, you would see 5 floating gas stations. But as you can see today, we only have the one left. How this one got here was in 2010 when Vancouver hosted the Olympics. I'm assuming a bunch of ships were coming in. So an Alaskan business, I think it was an Alaskan business, yeah, anyways, they brought the barge in, and that was basically just to refuel ships. Each, take a peek. No, you can't see it. But once we come around the bend, it'll be very obvious. It's a glowing sign, and each gas station's able, I think it's called Chevron Legacy. So, but you'll see it. It's the only gas station in the Vancouver Harbor. Another interesting fact about these is each one can give out about 50 million gallons of gas per year. So they're quite productive.
Oh yeah. That's good. So maybe we'll get a visit with Mr. Blue Sky.
Okay, and hang on.
Okay. Hello, I'm Sid. So now we are just going to talk about sulfur pile. So like most of the residents in Vancouver didn't know about sulfur pile, but you can just see the sulfur pile when you fly over the Vancouver, like about 18,000 feet from the Vancouver flight. And it is actually a piece of oil sand, and Alberta has an abundance of sulfur in there, but the Vancouver just brought the sulfur from Alberta by the freight planes and just got in outside of the sea. And there are like 100,000 tons of sulfur piles in Vancouver. It's cost about like 100 million like that. And the mainly sulfur used for making shampoos, wires, batteries. And it's also combustible, so people are not allowed to make smoke in near to the sulfur because they will get some fire to the nature and also to the people. So these are some of the facts about sulfur pile. Like,
No, you can't see everything.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Abu. And then Yvonne.
you, Boo. What's new?
Oh, listen to Mr. Ryan boy there. Okay, okay, it's going to be over here. But we may, okay, so just put your knee on there. And hang on for about yes, yes. Okay, keep the mic nice and close. Okay, okay, let's go. Yep, it's going to be.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so today you're going to hear about the most haunted island in Vancouver. It is known as Dead Man's Island. So in the early 1700s, about 200 Salish people were murdered or massacred, and they were buried on the island, which is now known as Dead Man's Island. It is not prohibited for any public people to go and visit, but Arnold Schwarzenegger actually did film a movie, The Sixth Man, on the island, so he did get a special freedom. You can see it on the left side. If you're on the Canada Place and you just look across, you can actually see it from that side to the side.
It's right here by that brown building.
If you look out the door side, you will see it where the brown building is. And that is Dead Man's Island.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, you come here. Thank you. Lala, you're coming up next. Not quite.